Hey, what's up, guys? Let's look at some cards. Got a short stack of recently purchased items here. There is some really nice graded vintage in this stack, so stick around if you're into that. Which, let's be honest, who isn't? Sorry if I sound a little bit tired. It is late. I've had a long day, but I have a little bit of money on the hockey game, so I'm trying to see it through to the end. But let's start it off here with the Trout. I've said it before, I'll say it again. These new sets that throwing it back to the 90s, some 90s retro is a-okay with me. This is from 2020, Topps Finest, maybe just flagship, but awesome card. I'll have to check the surface on this, but should be expecting the grade out pretty high, so that would be something I would consider sending to PSA. Here's an awesome Griffey from 01, I believe. SPX, Winning Materials. Yep, 01 Upper Deck. This is awesome. There's different variations with I don't know, stadium seed or base, actual game used base. This one is the jersey swatch and the bat piece as well. It's not numbered, but this one was highly unusual because it has some sort of tag patch there, which I'm having a hard time identifying what that came off of. So if you have any idea, usually, you know, I have a pretty good grasp on. I like to see the actual tag that was on the jersey. You know, the Majestic tags, the Rawlings or Russell Athletics. But this one I'm not familiar with. I've never really seen it. I don't know if it's a W or an M with a little star there. So if you know, let me know. I would really appreciate it. This will probably be in one of the Griffey reveal videos that I do. I do plan on filming that. But usually with this card, you usually see it with just I've never ever seen one with a patch in it. So usually it's just a blank, well, not blank, but not a patch, just a jersey swatch of Mariners uniform, dark blue with the bat. So this one was awesome to see with the tag there. Okay, here's an Upper Deck Ionics. This is the reciprocal, numbered to 750 there. I believe this was 98 Upper Deck, 99, I'm sorry, Upper Deck reciprocal. I think this card was around 43 bucks shipped, so I was hoping to come in a little bit better shape, but it's definitely not going to go to PSA, so we'll just throw her in a top loader and move on. Put it in the PC. Here's a nice little on-card Hall of Fame auto here. Steve Carlton from Topps Tribute. Numbered 17 out of 25 there on the bottom. Rightful recognition from 15 Topps Finest. You can pick up these Hall of Fame on-card autos for pretty cheap. You know, this one was no more than $30, so incredible pitcher there, incredible player, incredible card. I'll keep buying those up all day. So here's a Griffey Gold Medallion. This is 98 as well. We saw this in my last PSA bulk reveal, so it got a PSA 5. So I'm going to continue trying to scoop these up raw and try to upgrade that score, if you would. This one looks really good. It looks really good. The only thing I could see that may affect the grade, maybe there's some kind of centering issue going on with the background here seems to be kind of fading into where the outline of his body and his face there. So I'm not sure how much that would affect it, but other than that, for a gold medallion, this card looks really good. A lot nicer than the one I sent in. So we'll have to see on that one. Here's the Top Stars. This is the gold from '98. This was also in my last PSA reveal. We hit the impossible PSA Gem Mint 10, so it turned out to be a pop one. So check that video out. I talk about this set all the time as just being my favorite set of all time. So I was pretty stoked to hit that Gem 10 on it. But this card looks pretty good. There's some white showing on the corners as usual, but I'm not going to be trying to grade those anymore. I still collect them, but so we got some cheap Griffey jersey cards coming up here. This one's from 2020 Panini Diamond Kings. So this is the Jersey Kings. I think Panini does a great job with the Diamond Kings. I don't know, maybe it's just nostalgia in me, but I think I'll probably always be a fan of Diamond Kings. Always have, always will. Of course, this is game used, so definitely check for that when you're buying from I guess anybody really. Topps is doing it now as well. But yeah, these come in pretty clean generally. So this one looks really good. I'll probably would be something I'd consider slabbing. It is a little bit thicker, so you would expect with these dark corners and edges to be a little bit tough, but I actually don't see any white on this, so it definitely may be a candidate to be sent to PSA. So here's another little jersey card from SP Authentic 02, 01 maybe? 01. Same with these, the white corner borders and edges, it holds up pretty well. Most of the time they look pretty good. There is some yellowing issues I've noticed with the white. I'm not sure how much that affects, if it would affect the grade. I'm sure it probably would. But I don't know, this was cheap, 10-15 bucks maybe, shipped. Awesome card. It's funny, he wasn't on the Mariners in 2001, so it's almost like kind of a throwback there. So this was not a cheap card. Here's Pujols Topps Dynasty, number to 10 there. Pretty sweet patch there. Nothing too crazy, but a nice big patch. And yeah, relatively speaking, the Pujols seems to be pretty cheap in the Topps Dynasty. I don't know, relative to the Topps Dynasty market. I don't know. I want to say I paid 200 bucks for this, maybe a touch more, 230. I think it was right at 200, but you know, for reference, if this was a Griffey with the same serial numbering and the same set, you're probably looking at 4 figures, or darn near $1,000. So awesome Pujols here. I thought about maybe getting this out of here and sending it out, because generally, you know, they come straight from come straight from Topps in the top loader, but I did notice that the corners are not that nice on these. These are on-card autos, so obviously at one point in time they were out of the one-touches and mailed probably to Pujols and stacked up and signed and shuffled along, so they're not always going to be perfect even though they come straight from Topps like that. But awesome card there. So here's another sweet little Hall of Fame autograph here. Stan the Man. Something I always think about Stan Musial is that Vin Scully, the legendary Dodgers announcer, I think he's on record having said that he was the greatest baseball player he's ever seen in his life. So that guy's seen a lot of baseball, obviously. But this was, I don't know, 35 bucks maybe, 40 bucks. I mean, that's just silly to me. I'll take that all day long. Got the little jersey swatch there. Number to 5 on the top there on the back. So not something I would consider grading. This or the Carlton or really any of these Hall of Fame autographs. I don't really consider grading them or anything like that. So now we'll move into some vintage here, and we got some nice ones here coming up. this is going to be the lowest grade on the vintage. This is the Good 2 Ted Williams from 57 Topps. Such an awesome, iconic set. I mean, all these coming up are just so iconic. But this is in the old SGC, the old style SGC holders, which are really nice. I like them a lot. Of course, he was #1 in the set for many years running, I would have to imagine. But yeah, this is a cool one. This does have a big crease going across the top there, but that's okay. Ted Williams vintage is relatively pricey compared to other players, contemporary players of that era. Obviously one of the greatest of all time. But here's a really cool one. So here's the 69 Topps Willie Stargell in a mint 9. It will always blow my mind to think that a 69 card like this could survive in literally almost perfect condition. And this card is beautiful. Probably one of the easier sets of the 60s, I will say that, to grade, if there is such a thing. But I would imagine you just have to watch out. Your centering, a lot of these are off-centered, and watch out for your print dots. There's a print dot right there, actually, on his name. So, not something I would ever consider getting into the business of buying these raw and trying to grade them out to get mint 9s. But I imagine that's probably 1 in a million. But yeah, I don't know how they survive. Awesome card there. Pops, a Pittsburgh legend. So we'll go from one legend to another here. And this card is just beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite cards in my PC, just because the eye appeal on it is, I mean, this is a baseball card. This is what a baseball card should look like, in my opinion. Just so classic. And 62, the wood grain set, obviously a pretty big fan favorite for a lot of people, for rightful recognition. But here's the near mint 7. So I started to pick up some of these singles, and I wanted to get them in a 7 or better. So actually, all of these coming up are all going to be 7s. So there's the 62 Clemente. Beautiful card. So we'll go to the 68 now. Here's the Hammer and Hank. Yeah, these cards just look fantastic. This, to me, this is, I would much rather have these in 7 form than a mint 9. I don't know. It's kind of strange to see a card from the 60s grayed out in a mint 9. It kind of makes you scratch your head a little bit. And, you know, these are so nice and clean, but they're just right. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to explain it, but I like them in the near mint grade. Of course, the price, obviously, there's a big difference when you jump from a 6 to a 7. So, and then obviously they're on after. But I think this is what maybe the baseline for investor quality or something. Investor grade is the 7. So they look fantastic, and that card is certainly no exception. So here's the 67 Topps. There's the Willie Mays. Awesome photo. I think that yeah, these are just so classic and iconic, but they look so good. There's no white showing on the back of this card. A little bit up there on the top left, but that's just, it looks so nice, nicely centered. For a 7, you really can't beat that. You can't complain about that. That's for sure. 67 Topps Mays. The Say Hey Kid. And here's the 60 Topps. So probably, I don't know. It's so hard to rank these sets, but they're so awesome. But 60 Topps, Stan the Man. Classic vintage baseball. I mean, that's all there really is to it. And that's gonna be it, guys. So, oh, no, I have one more, actually. I got caught up on the vintage, but I did add a pretty big Griffey to the collection today. Not today, but this week. And this is from 2020 Leaf Superlative. And look at this card, guys. I mean, that's just incredible. It's got the Majestic Laundry Tag patch there. It is a sticker auto, but it's one of the nicer autographs I've seen them on write on or sign on a sticker, especially out of the Superlative this year. But yeah, it all fits on the sticker, and it's very streamlined. Pretty awesome patch, pretty crazy patch to be in a card number to 9. I think the 1 of 1 is currently listed on eBay right now, and the patch doesn't even hold a candle to this. So sometimes I don't know why or how these patches get thrown into higher numbered cards when the lower number cards seem to get more basic patches. But I did not have a Griffey Majestic tag. I'm big on the tag patches, especially with Griffey. They don't come up often at all, so I definitely try to scoop them up, and I like to collect the different tags of the different jerseys throughout the years that they wore during the game. So I am going to have this will be in the Griffey video PC reveal, and I am going to have the patches and everything that kind of what they look like on the actual jersey. I'll try to put it up next to the card there so we can look at it, check them out. But I am a big fan of the tag patches, so who isn't? But Leaf Superlative, it seems to be they're putting a lot of nice patches in that product this year, just from the ones I've seen popping up on eBay. So I'll be sure to keep an eye on that. Awesome. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Later.